Hello everybody, this is Skorpion, and welcome to my very first ever Let's Play. And today, as you can see, we're going to be playing Golden Sun. This is my all-time favorite game, at least as far as RPGs go, and probably ever. Though the second and third one could argue to be better, this one will forever be my favorite. And I thought, well, if I'm going to start Let's Playing, might as well do my favorite game. I'm just gonna restart the little intro sequence right here because I let it sit there for too long. Intro sequence isn't that long, just nice little mountain. Alright, so gonna go ahead and press start, and we are going to start a new game. And we're gonna go ahead and keep the default name because I like Isaac as a name, especially for this main character. It pretty well suits him. I'm going to try to stay quiet during talking sequences, especially really long ones, and I'm going to try to keep the text boxes up for a fairly decently long time just to make sure that everybody can catch on what's going on for those people who haven't played this game before and want to see it. I'm also going to, and I'm already breaking what I just said, but I'm also planning on showing a lot of the random battles and stuff, so that I can show off all the monsters and different moves and things that you can do. But let's go ahead and get through all this. As you can see, our mom still dresses us even though we're 14. We're gonna go ahead and say yes here because even if you say no, you have to continue on anyway, and you don't get to come back in here until after this whole little sequence is over. But there's not really anything in here, so... One really good thing about this game, though, is that I can't talk over any narration, because there isn't any. So, I guess that kind of helps. Yes, we can, because I do happen to know the way. And even if you, and no matter what you say, she goes ahead and tells you how to get there anyway. Okay, so this is Isaac, obviously, as you saw in the naming scene, and he is the main character of this game. Technically, you have a party of 4, but for all the dialogue options, you're choosing his, which are always subject to just yes or no. This is our menu. We'll be seeing it a lot because that's just the nature of the game. You come in here a lot. As you can see up there in the right hand corner, we have our name, we have our HP, and we have our PP. PP is like MP, except we don't have magic, we have synergy, so that's why it's PP. It's synergy points. We don't have any synergy right now. This synergy is just outside of battle, but even inside of battle we don't have any synergy right now, so I'm not even going to go over to that when we do get into battles fairly shortly. These are our items right now. As you can see, everything we have equipped is labeled with an E, makes it really easy to see what you have equipped. And then we have 3 herbs, which are for healing. We're not going to be using those because there's no reason you should die in here, because all the battles are set and they're all really easy. At least for this little first intro spot. Here's our status screen. This is important if you want to actually learn stuff about your characters. Currently we have normal status. We don't have any class. That's what that question mark is your class. We don't have any class right now because we haven't learned anything. We don't have any training. See, here's our name. We're level 1. This is how much experience it's going to take to get to the next level. So you can look at that at any time, and it really helps if you're trying to grind. It lets you know how much grinding you're going to have to do and if it's worth it. this is how much HP we have, this is how much PP we have. As you can see over there, we have attack, defense, agility, and luck. The only two that you might not get right off the bat are agility and luck. Agility is just your speed in battle. The higher it is, the more likely you are to go first, obviously. And luck is not critical hit chance, as I had originally believed when I first started playing this game, but it is instead how likely, the higher your luck is, the less likely you are to be inflicted with status conditions. You can never get it high enough to basically become immune to status conditions. You can get it halfway there. I've gotten it halfway there, but you need a whopping 40 luck, and there's only 2 ways to raise it, and that's through certain Jinn, which we'll get later. They're basically a battle-oriented. They're basically things that you can use in battle to make battles faster and easier. And then the only other way is there's a item called Lucky Pepper, which permanently increases the luck of one of your party members. But so essentially, you can't really stop yourself from getting affected by status conditions. And then down here, you can see we have level, power, and resist, and 4 little orb things. Those orbs in order from left to right are Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter, which correspond to the elements of Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind. Those are the 4 core elements of this game, and that's how you can figure out things. Weaknesses: Earth and Jupiter are opposed, and Mercury and Mars are opposed. And I probably will be using Earth and Venus, and all of them just interchangeably, because as far as this game is concerned, they are interchangeable. You can say either Earth or Venus, you can say either Mercury or Water, you can say either Fire or Mars, you can say either Jupiter or Wind, and it doesn't matter because it's all the same. Now, because we are level 5 in Venus, we have extra power and resist in that. It doesn't matter right now, however, once we get synergy, what this basically means is that our Venus synergy will do more damage, and if we get hit with Venus synergy, it will do less damage. So that's all that is. It doesn't really matter for right now, but as soon as we get to the next part of the game, it will, because this part of the game doesn't last very long. So we're going to go ahead and continue up. Yeah, and I know she said to go south, but if you go south, there's a boulder and it falls in your way and you can't move on anyway. And we need to come up here to get this guy. This is Garrett, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and talk to him again. Yeah, just dump your stuff. Alright, so now we have Garrett. Spoiler, Garrett stays with us the entire game. He is simultaneously our most and least dependable party member, because he does a pretty good amount of damage, has the highest HP and defense as far as just, standard base stuff. But he has one little problem, and that is he is slow as balls. But here's more story, so... And to show you just how slow he is, already you can see that his HP is higher than mine, and considering we're only level 1 at the very beginning of the game, 2 points is a lot. But as you can see, I have 13 agility, he has 7. 7. He has almost, Isaac has almost twice his agility, which is really, really sad for this part in the game. And in fact, the whole game, his speed is very, very low without the use of certain items. And now we have a broski here who apparently got hit with a rock. We're going to go ahead and say no, we don't think he'll die. Hey, look, he's fine. Imagine that. If you actually say yes there, he does die. He sits there and dies. Now, one thing you may have noticed when he was talking is he mentioned monsters. That's important because we're about to get into our first random battles, except the first 4 random battles in the game are not random at all. They always happen in the same spot, and they always happen the same way. If you saw really quickly there, it said Isaac's party attacks first. It's essentially a back attack. We get a free attack on the enemy, and they don't get to attack us for that turn. And they can't even defend, and it's really, really nice when that happens, because you can just wipe an entire enemy party really quickly. So now we're just going to attack him again, because we don't really have any other choice right now, and we're just going to take him down that quick. So he didn't even get to attack. And like I said, all of these battles are preset, so you always get an attack first there, and you'll almost always kill him just on Isaac's second attack. So now we have this bat, and we cannot, however, we did not, however, get a back attack. So hopefully we can kill him before he gets an attack off. Oh, and look, a critical hit. That critical hit is, of course, always there, and it's there to show you that there are critical hits in this game. Critical hits are a predetermined percentage. It's like somewhere between 5 and 10%. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it's kind of low, but at the same time kind of high. So we're going to run to our third battle, and I'm just going to have them attack like this. And now we're going to attack again. Now that Wild Mushroom 2 turns upon you, what it just said, is essentially the monster wasting its turn. As you can see, we didn't take any damage in that one either. It's very hard to die during this early section of the game. And we're just going to keep going now. Now, you can go across this bridge, but I'll show you what happens. You come down here, and now there's a rock over there. That was our house up there. And now he's saying we can't get around that rock, but we didn't want to go up there anyway. But if you try to go down here too, it's like, oh, look, another rock. They really try to force you to go certain ways, as far as this early part is concerned. Later on, this game is, you know, completely free roam as long as you have the required synergy to get wherever you need to go, assuming you even require synergy to get there. So now we're going to continue on, and more story, so I'm going to shut up. Yeah, we saw what happened. No reason to say no. Yeah, we can help you. So she wants us to go join Jenna and go help Jenna, despite the fact that Jenna shouldn't really need any help just to get to the plaza. But we're going to go ahead and end it there. So thank you for watching. This has been the first episode of my Golden Sun LP, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.